Hey guys, welcome from the break. So this is the workshop number 6. Now in this video we will talk about something on LAMP server. I think we are pretty much covered on the VPCs and other things. Now we will quickly jump into the setting up some sort of instances for a web server. Yeah, the first thing is you need to understand there is some LAMP server. So when you say LAMP, what is a LAMP? LAMP is an acronym denoting one of the most common software stacks of many of the web most popular applications. Now if you click on this, so LAMP means Linux, Apache, MySQL and PHP or Perl or Python. So in our scenario, we are saying LAMP stack means I'm going to use Linux as my operating system and Apache software as my web server and MySQL as my database, and P is for your PHP, which is for the dynamic scripting. Yeah, so this is the stack, and like LAMP we have many other as well. If you Google LAMP versus mean, if you type LAMP versus mean, so the same thing, there is another stack called mean as well. So mean is nothing but MongoDB, Express, Angular and Node.js, wherein there are the 4 combinations on the server and they will develop something. So just like this, for LAMP we are using Linux, Apache and MySQL. So if you see LAMP versus something else, MERN, if you see MERN, so MERN, so MERN stack uses of click on this. So again, MERN is the combination of MongoDB, Express, React and Node.js. So that is also the same thing. So in our scenario, what we are going to achieve is we're going to achieve this LAMP stack and we're going to install a web server. So, and then we're going to install a couple of things, MySQL database and PHP, and we will see how it goes. Yeah, so this is a real work. It starts now, so let's go ahead and do that. So here we go, and continuing the last class, I don't want this private subnet, I just terminating this instance. Okay, and also the NAT gateway I was using, so I'm going to stop that as well. I don't want NAT gateway because it's unnecessarily cost for me unless if I have a real use. So I'm gonna go to NAT gateways and actions and delete NAT gateway. So just type delete and then click on delete. So that is done. Now I'm going back to my instances. Now in the instances, this is a running instance, the my web server. Let me change it. Okay, I'll keep it like this. I'm clicking on connect and then clicking on connect. Now it is connected. Great. Now the first thing what I'm going to do is the first thing, yeah. So there are a couple of softwares needs to be updated automatically. So you need to run this command. So Sudo Yum update. If you ask me, Samir, what is Yum, I would suggest you to go back to your basics. What is Yum, repos, have a check on the tutorial. So Sudo Yum update, just click on it. So it will update all your packages. Just type Y and it will say yes, and then it will go ahead and install all the updated packages for this Linux machine. Okay, now there are a couple of things which I want to give you if you type uname, it will tell you that it's a Linux machine. Uname -r, it will tell you the kernel version. Uname -a, it will tell you the entire details of the Linux machine. And also there is something called cat etc-system-release. Yeah, this is the Amazon Linux release version 2 we are using. If you're using something else, it will tell you some other version, Linux version name. Okay, cool. Now the first thing is we have done Sudo Yum update. That is the first step which we have to complete it. Now the next step is we have to install a couple of software. Okay, so what all the software which we're going to install here is, let me open notepad. No, let me open brackets. Yeah, So brackets is one of the editor which I normally use it. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Now here, okay, the first thing is what you have to do is I'm going to install. Okay, first thing, you've done sudo yum update -y. This is the first thing, first command you have to run it. Okay, as soon as you launch the machine. Now the next thing is we're gonna next command is this one. Okay, sudo amazon linux extras. This is the repo name, and it's gonna install -y means yes, and it's gonna install the MariaDB, lamp MariaDB, and the PHP package for this Amazon Linux 2. So I'm gonna copy this, and then I'm gonna open the instance, right click, paste as plain text, enter. So it will install the MariaDB and the PHP package. Okay, in case if you have received any error message like it's not working, then it means that you may have logged in or launched the Amazon Linux version or some other Ubuntu or something. Okay, for that you always have to make sure that cat etc system-release and make sure that you are in Amazon Linux release 2, because the one which I'm talking about, this will only work in Amazon Linux 2. Okay, cool. Now the next thing is you're going to install the web server. Okay, so here we go. Now in order to install the web server, let me paste the command so that I can add it in the notepad. So this is the command sudo yum install -y. httpd is my Apache web server. Okay, and MariaDB server we are installing as well. Okay, cool. So let's go that. Paste as plain text, done. So this is also done. Now you can always view the version of the packages which was downloaded. There is a certain command for that. So for that, for example, we have downloaded something called httpd. Httpd is the Apache web server. Okay, now if you type yum space info space httpd, it will tell you, okay, what version of httpd was installed on this machine. Okay, see, it says name is httpd and this is the version. Okay, and you can try yum info MariaDB. Let's see whether it works. Yeah, see, MariaDB also we are getting this message. So likewise you can check this as well. Now we have installed the software. Now if you type systemctl status httpd, if you hit enter, it says inactive. Active status is, it says inactive. So how do you start it? So you need to run this command sudo systemctl start httpd. So when you do that, and then if you type systemctl status httpd, okay, it will say yes, it is actively running. Okay, so for that I will just add here so that we will not miss the steps. So you need to start this application server. Yeah. And then now in case when your server is getting restarted, after the restarts happens, maybe when you type systemctl status httpd, see, it will not work. In order to quickly show that to you, what I'm going to do here is, let me do it live demo itself. So I'm going to exit out. So it's logged out now. Okay, now I'm gonna go to instances. Now it is running. Yeah, now I'm gonna click on stop instance. The instance is stopped. It will be going to the stopping, then it will go to the stop mode. Let's wait for a minute. Okay, now the instance is stopped. Now I'm gonna start the instance, but if you remember, if you start the instance, the public IP will change. But anyways, we are not worrying about that right now. So let's change the let's start the instance again. It will take a minute or two. Right, if you see it became running mode. Cool. I'm gonna connect to this machine again, so click on connect. Okay, now it's connected. Now we're gonna check systemctl status httpd. Now see, After you stopped or after you restart, this HTTPD, which we called as Apache Web Server, will not come up automatically. For that, there is a command sudo space systemctl enable HTTPD. So when you run this command, what happens is whenever the system got restarted or when it stopped and then started, it will work. The service will automatically come up. So sudo systemctl, if you want to check whether it's really enabled or not, is enabled HTTPD. Yeah, it is enabled. Now in front of you, I'm going to stop the instance again. Stop it and then stop it. Then let's wait for a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to copy this command and then I'm going to paste it here. Sudo system enable HTTPD. Next one is sudo system is enabled, just to check whether it is enabled or not. Yeah, so these things are done. Now let me go back. It is stopping mode. Let's wait. Okay, now it is stopped. I'm gonna start it again. Okay, let it come back. Okay, now if you see it's running, let's try to connect. If you see, hit that and then click on connect. Now if you say systemctl status HTTPD, see it's running. It's because of that particular command which we enabled, which is this one. Okay, now the next thing is you have to modify something in the security group. Now this instance is connecting to the which security group. If you click on the security group, this is the one. Now you have to enable the port 80 for this. Okay, so for that let me go back to security group. I want to change something here, guys. So let me go to security group and then which is my, okay, 2F9DB, okay, instance security group, right? Okay, I'm going to change this name here, web server SG security group, okay, for easy identification. Now here in this inbound rules, I'm going to change it to, I'm going to add 80 port, okay, add rule, and this is HTTP, search for HTTP, and this is 80, and anywhere, anybody from anywhere can access my website. That's what HTTP port happens on 80. HTTPS is 443. We will talk about that later, but for now my website is running on HTTP 80. Okay, now if you hit on save rules, so rules is applied. Now if you go back to the EC instances, okay, I'm closing this. If you go back to the instances and if you click on this, there is a public IP. Open this and come here and then add it, hit enter. See, you're getting a test page. Well, now what is this test page? This test page is nothing but we have installed the Apache successfully. That's why we are getting this page. Now if you connect to this instance, click on connect and then click on easy to instance connect. Okay, now this web server or web page or Apache HTTPD or HTTP server, so it will be located here var www.html. So this path was there after, as soon as we install this command. What is that command? This command, see this, sudo yum install via httpd. As soon as we do that, we are getting this path cd var www.html. Usually this will not be there in a normal Linux machine unless you install some web server. Okay, since we installed the web server, we got this page, and here if you type ls, we don't have anything, and that's why we are just getting the web page. Okay, now say for example you're gonna do something here, vi, okay, and this is my page, my home page, something, my home page.html, or maybe we will do like this, vi space index.html. okay, and then here in the index I'm gonna give like this, hello, this is the test page, something like this, and saving it. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, I should give, I'm an easy to hyphen user, sudo space, okay, ls minus la, 1 minute, ls minus la, okay, sudo space vi space index.html. Just do this and then insert key, say hello, this is the test page. I mean, if you guys know, you can quickly write a web page HTML, that's fine, but anyways, just to showcase. So cat space index.html, cat is to check the file. Okay, now if you refresh the screen, see what happens. See, hello, this is a test page. So whatever you're putting it there, it will come up. So even if you type remove index.html, okay, sudo remove index.html, so it is removed again. You don't have any file in this particular. Again, if you refresh it, see, again it will go back to the Apache test page. Cool. Now the next thing is okay, before that, let me make sure that security, add 80 port in security group. Yeah, this is very important. Just do this, and then open the public IP of the instance, the web browser. Yeah, so this task is done, guys. The first task is done. So we have installed Apache and everything. Now the next thing is file permissions. Okay, you have to, let me save this file. The permission do not allow you to make modifications. Get started. Okay, I think, let me Control C. I'm opening a new window. Yeah, now this will work. Control S. Now I'm gonna save something like this: workshop tutorial, LAMP tutorial. Yeah. Now the next thing is something to do with the file permissions. Yeah. Now here, if you see, I have logged in as a now if you see, I have logged in here. Okay, connect to the instance. Yeah, I have logged in as a EC2-user. Yeah. Now I need to, okay, before that, when you install Apache, there are a couple of groups would be created, and one of the group called Apache itself. Okay, for that, first we need to check, okay, what all the groups I'm part of. If you see, I am part of these many groups. There is a group called EC2-user, ADM, wheel, systemd-journal. Again, if you guys want to know more about this, please refer the basics tutorials on Linux. Okay, cool. Now what I'm going to do is, there is a group. If you see, cat space etc space group, okay, and there is a group called Apache. Now in this group, I need to add this EC2-user, okay, so that going forward I don't need to use sudo on everything. Yeah, so that is the idea behind that. In order to do that, you need to do like the sudo space user modification, -a is for addition, -g is for group, then Apache is the group name, and who is the user? EC2-user is the user. So if you do that, now if you type groups again, it is not reflecting yet. There is a command new group. If you do that, then if you type groups, okay, that is also not working. You have to exit out, scroll down, then you log in again. Now if you type groups, see, your Apache has come back. Now we are good. Our EC2-user ID has been added to the Apache group. Okay, now the next one is, if you go to cd var www, okay, if you type ls-lrt, see, this entire HTML directory and other directory is owned by root. Yeah, and also if you type ls-ld/var/www, again the same thing. If you come back, then ls-l, so everything is owned by root. See, var also owned by root, cd, and then so basically what we are trying to do here is, we're going to add we're going to change the ownership, okay, of var www. So this is the one, cd var www. We're going to change the ownership of this var www and its contents to the Apache group. So right now, if if you guys know about this user and group, these are all this column is the user and this column is a group. So currently both user is a root and group is a root as well, but we're going to change it to Apache, and user should be EC2-user. That is what we're going to do right now. Okay, so if you see this, so ls-l, so you don't have anything. Okay, so if you see ls-l, okay, so we have root in HTML. Remember, now I'm going to execute another command, but before that let me make sure that so this is what I'm going to do. Okay, you have to add the command of adding the other one. So sudo usermod -a-g, then Apache is a group name, and then EC2-user. Okay, this is for adding the things. After that I'm going to change the ownership of it. So here we go. So ownership is sudo ch-on, and then -r means recursively in all the subdirectories also. So I'm going to EC2-user colon, and then the group name, and then where, what are the location, var www is the location. If you click on this, it is done. Now if you type ls-l rt, see, it is changed. Now the HTML folder back with EC2-user is the user and Apache is the group. So this is the user colon group. Got it? So previously if you see, it was different. Yeah, so this is the most important part which you have to follow. So I'll copy this command and then I'll paste it here. Okay, so copy and then paste it here. So this is also done. Now the next thing is, in order to add the group write permissions and to set the group ID for the future subdirectories, if somebody is creating a new subdirectory in the var www, even for that also we need to have the same user and same group. For that there is a command. The command is like this. See this? Sudo chmod, and then this is a permission, okay, 775, and var www is the location where we are applying it, and then ampersand we are appending another command. So we're gonna find everything under var www -type. We are finding the directory. Type is a directory, d means directory, -exec exec. This is a find command syntax, guys. Okay, I hope you guys are aware of it. So this is -exec. So what command you gonna do? So I'm gonna execute this command, sudo chmod 2775, both curly braces, and then space / and then colon. So what it does is, so it will change the permission to 775 inside var www by finding all the directories inside var www, and it will execute it. So this is very important. So hit enter. So okay, -exec is missing. Okay, let me do that. Let me just copy and paste it here for easy thing. Okay, that is done. Perfect, guys. So that is also done. So let me open brackets here. So this is the command. Okay, now the next command is to add the group write permissions recursively, change the file permissions of var www and its subdirectory. So you need to execute this command as well. So just copy that. I'll paste it here. So here we go. Right click and paste as plain text. Yeah, so that is also done. Now what we have done is, this EC2-user and any future members of the Apache group. If you remember, we have added our EC2-user in the Apache group, and now what happens is, whoever in the future from today, whoever is being added into the Apache group, they will also be able to add, delete, edit the files in the Apache document root, which is there in var www HTML folder. They will also be able to edit it. They will also be able to enable the content. All those things can be done. So this is what the file permissions we have done it. Okay, now the next thing is we have to check whether the LAMP server is installed and it is running and your file permissions are set up correctly or not. Okay, so in order to make sure that our ec2-user is working well, so what we will do is you will be in the home directory /home/ec2-user. so you are trying to create one php info.php file. If you have set up all the file permissions properly, then if you run this command it should work, else it will give an error. Okay, now for that I will add this as well, test your LAMP server. Yeah, so now what we will do is if you go to this page, cd space paste as plain text, cd space var www.html, then if you type ls, there is a file which we created here, php-info.php. so you were able to create a file inside the var www.html because we have given the nice permission in the previous steps. If there is a problem, then you have to revise, you have to check what was the problem. Yeah, now the next thing is I want to check the public IP. So this is my public IP. You can always very well check from here as well. So this is my public IP, copying this, and then I'm going to paste it here. Okay, let me copy it from here itself. Is this my instance? Yeah, so copying the public IP, paste it here, and here you just add /php-info.php, hit enter. If you get some page, it means that it is working perfectly, your LAMP server is well and good. Okay, it's taking some time. It's php-info.php, which is correct. Okay, let me try another way. Public DNS. Maybe what I'm suspecting is it is connecting to the HTTPS, maybe that's why. So what I'll do here is I'll just type HTTP just to be careful. It's not working. Okay, php info.php. Nope. Okay, let me troubleshoot. There is a F12 developer tools. If you press F12 and then if you hit on refresh again, so you'll get some issues here. What's happening? Okay, $200. Okay, everything is fine. Okay, I feel connection is slow, can't dispatch pending call to network. Wow. So what we will do is, how about Apache? Is working? Yeah, Apache is working. Public instance, yeah, it is fine. Let me check it. Yeah, this is the IP. Let me open an incognito. php info.php. See, it's trying to get something, but somewhere it's having an issue. Yeah. So what we will do is ls, okay, cat php info.php. So you have this php info.php is there. So what we will do here is, let me / and the public name. Okay, what we will do here is, let me try the, okay, so everything is perfect. It's connecting to the ec2-user, Apache. This is good. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me try to remove it again. php info.php. Okay, it is removed. Yeah, systemctl status httpd, systemctl status httpd. Yeah, okay, it's working fine. So what we will do is I will run that command again. Okay, right click and then paste as plain text. Now this is done. If it is done, then if I open curl ifconfig.me, then this is the public IP. It is copying this. Yeah, and let me open in a new window. http:///php info.php. Okay, it says file is not found, so there is some issues which we have to troubleshoot right now. Okay, I'll tell you why some issue. I think I put it 2 dots together, guys. That's a problem. Now it should work. Yeah, so I was typing 2 dots actually. Now everything, the file permissions, everything is fine. So this will give you all the details about your PHP server, what kind of configurations is there. So pretty much, it just tells your internet that what kind of things are there in your machine, but this is not advisable to keep it open. So what we will do is we will just quickly go ahead and delete it. cd html remove ls remove php info.php. Yeah, so that is done. So even if you're trying to access also, it will not work because we will not be having that file there. So that is one thing which we have done. The PHP information, we got it, we have removed the file. Yeah, now the next thing is if you type systemctl status MariaDB. Okay, see, MariaDB is not coming up because we did not enable that yet. So what we will do is we will start the MariaDB first. Sudo systemctl start MariaDB. So now it's like a same Apache what we did before. If you remember, whenever the instance is getting rebooted, the services was not coming up automatically. Same thing applicable here as well, which we will do it first. But okay, in order to do systemctl status MariaDB, so see, MariaDB is running, it is running. Okay, let me go back to brackets. So what we did right now, rm, so cd var www.html, then you have to type php info.php. That is done. Now next thing is you're going to check the secure the database server. Okay, now if you see the secure the database server, what we're gonna do here is you're gonna set up some root password for your server, for your database, that MariaDB server, MariaDB database server. Okay, so for that, sudo space mysql underscore secure space underscore installation. Okay, 1 minute, control C. I'll just go to my home directory. Yeah, so yeah, sudo space mysql underscore secure and installation. So let me copy this command. Okay, let me copy it from this place. Okay, cool. Now after that, what you need to do is this is the start one which we have done, and then we're gonna run this command, secure installation command. That is also done. Now when it's okay, now it will be prompted for the password. See, enter the current password for root. We do not have any current root password, so we will just hit enter. Now it is asking you to set the root password, so you can try to set up some root password. Okay, so I'm gonna set up some password, so it should be alphanumeric and other things. Okay, so I'm just typing yes first, then I'm gonna set up the password. Okay, so I've set up the password, and then the remove anonymous user, yes, and disallow root login remotely, yes, remove test database access to it, yes, and reload privilege tables now, yes, and thanks. So these are all the things which we have done to secure it. Now what we will do is, we don't need a database to be running, so what we will do is we gonna sudo, or okay, let the database be running. In the meantime, the next one is sudo systemctl enable MariaDB. If you remember, we did it for HTTPD, so you have to do it for the same thing for MariaDB. So whenever the instance restarts, automatically the MariaDB will also start. When you ask me, Sami, what is MariaDB? I hope everyone knows it. MariaDB is one of the flavor of MySQL. So you can always Google it. What is MariaDB server? So it will tell you MariaDB is a community developed, commercially supported fork of the MySQL. That's it, nothing else. Okay, cool guys. So Now, what is the next one? So, the next one is we have installed MariaDB. That is fine. Now, I want to talk about we have everything up and running. Okay, I just want to talk about something on troubleshooting steps. Okay, say for example, if you're not able to connect your server using a web server, using a web browser, always remember whether your Apache is running or not. This is one thing. Yeah, this is very, very important. And also, if it's running and your security next thing is you have to check your security groups, whether security groups are fine or not. Okay, now the next thing is, these are all the most things which would get installed easily, no problem. Now the next one is we're going to talk about how to configure the SSL or TLS on Amazon Linux 2. So that we will talk about in our next workshop. So thank you guys. Let's take a quick break and then we will come back.